I just rolled out of bed because things went bump in the night. When that happens, you have to discern what's happening. Like, is it just the house noises settling? Because that happens, right? That happens a lot. Or is it someone or something? Now, once you go into it, you have to determine, is it your someone? Is it the house's someone? Or is it a random someone or thing? And so the way to do that is to close your eyes and tune in. Now, you can, if you're not getting a scary vibe off of this person or being that started the noise, you could ask who's there. You can put your hands on your heart and ask who's there. But if you're getting a scary vibe off of that sound, you have to discern whether you're scared or the thing is scary. If the thing is scary, then you go higher. Go to your angels and say, what is happening? Who is that? Now, so once you've determined how you're going to approach, is it the person or your angelic through your angels, you're going to determine if it's your someone, a loved one that you have that's on the other side, or and that person you could just talk to, right? That's fine. Like, what do you want? What do you need? I've had family, loved ones wake me up in the middle of the night because someone's sick or someone's passing and they need my help. Same with spirits, because outside spirits that are coming in that are loved ones, not even my loved ones, but someone else's loved ones, might be like, can you do this prayer? Listen, I bilocate, so sometimes students show up, right? I'm like, okay, not now. Or I might just send them whatever it is they've come to ask for. But if it's the house's someone, I say, you know what, check the newel post. I've paid the mortgage. My husband and I own the house now. So you've got to carry on. Now, unless they're a being that I'm comfortable with having them here, because sometimes there are house guardians, people that have lived in the house before and just want to stay near it. Listen, it is not my journey. And so maybe it's, I have to check, is it for your highest good to be here? And I sometimes might ask, the guardian angel of the space of the house, like, is it for their highest good to stay? And sometimes the angels are like, yeah, it's fine. And then I have to determine. And so I have to say too, listen, you need to be quiet because we need our sleep, right? You're scaring the kids, you're waking the kids, whatever. We hear you walking around, you need to stop. So then the other thing is if it's just kind of an interfering being, you can say you have boundaries, right? This is your house and you need to feel safe and comfortable here. So you could say, you know what? Go to the light. I have no time for you. You can't be here anymore. Now, if they don't go and you feel comfortable with talking to them, like, why won't you go? What's this about? Sometimes they want to share their story, which is a whole other thing, right? And they don't want to leave until they've shared their story. And so in those situations, you have to determine if you want to hear their story, right? You can listen directly from them, or you can ask for a guide or your guide or angel to come through and interpret the message. So you get a medium for the medium. How's that? You get an interpreter in spirit world that can help be a buffer so that you're not having a scary experience. Again, you're going to determine, is this a scary being that I don't even want to talk to? In which case, then you call on the heavens to clear the energy. You just go really high and say, get rid of this being, right? And then you could always smudge and, use holy water around, especially if it's just to someone who's interfering in the moment. Listen, you can also, which I've done in countless locations of living, you can also put up like clothes for business. I had to do that so much. Like, you can't come here, spirits. When I was doing mediumship for people, I'm not doing one-on-one reads at all anymore. But when I was doing it for people, I would often have loved ones show up the night before sessions. And I was like, listen, you don't need to come in and tell me. You just need to show up full on when they're here. I promise I'll deliver your message. So I think the key when things go bump in the night is to determine, what is the source of the noise? And you've got this. Look at this hair. This is because I just woke up. Because something was going bump in the night. And so you've got this. You just need to determine what's the source of it. Am I afraid because it's a new experience for me, or am I afraid because they're a scary being? If they're a scary being, you're going to go higher. If they're not a scary being and you're just like, give me courage, heavens, to deal with this, because the experience is happening to you because you can deal with it, right? You hear them, and often they're on a physical, making noise on a physical level. Or maybe you're hearing them, just the only one in the house that hears them. Maybe no one else hears them. And so I remember when my kids were little, they were like, Mom, there's so much noise up here, people walking around. And I'm like, those are your people. So let me teach you to talk to them, because I'm fast asleep downstairs. And it was their people. My kids are adopted, so it was their ancestors. So I helped them sort through what was happening in the experience. So that was cool. Anyway, I really believe in you having this. I think there's a lot of sources for bumps in the night. And if it's a thing, like an off planet being, not that they're things, but if it's something like an energy of something or someone, an energy off of someone or an entity off of someone, then you have to bring in the big guns like angels and even whoever you work with as a higher guide or divine connected consciousness, right? Jesus energy, or I'm sure, like, I don't know, because I'm not familiar with other religions, but I'm sure that there are, if this is not a religious thing, this is a high spiritual being thing. So, call on your people that you associate with to help move the energy out. And again, listen, I have holy water in the house. I love holy water. And so we bless the house every year, right? There's days in my experience where we bless the house every year or throughout the year. And so maybe this might be a beautiful opportunity for you. Also, too, whenever we move into a house, we all have guardian angels. And when I started my practice, and even still, because my office is my space for recording, although right now we're in my own, I ask angels who want to be helping with the work to be posted in the four corners around the space of the property. And they show up. Whoosh. And the people that I've worked with and taught that sense angelic realm, they're like, wow, the energy of this place. There's so many angels. And I'm like, yeah, right? I invited them. Invite the angels into your life, people. They're like really good friends. What do you think? They're not going to come? Come on. Do you know how many angels there are? Okay. I think you know what I'm saying. All right. I'm going to go back to bed, because this was just someone from one of you that wanted to come talk to me, to say, please, 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 can you give them a read? And I was like, I'm sorry, you need to direct them to the right videos that they need to watch, or the right one of my podcast episodes, because they can do this. They need to talk to you. You need to talk to them. You guys don't need an intermediary. You really don't. And if they need confirmation, send them signs. This is, this. This is what I'm telling the spirit that showed up. And I'm like, how did you get through my boundary walls, my boundary lines? And then they said, because you were looking around you were looking. And I was looking. I was like, I wonder how these people that are watching the videos doing. And then I was like, ooh, you really need contact. And so I was doing this thing of like, let them be aligned with whomever they need to come across, and whatever lessons I'm teaching, so that they might have an expanded experience of connection. I pray for you all in that way, moving energy around. I wonder if you feel it. Anyway, things that go bump in the night. Totally, you can set up a wall of protection around your space. If you need a super duper clearing, there's always, calling in a religious person that does this kind of thing. Priests, we've had a priest bless our house when we first moved in. All this stuff. You might also find, if it's the house of someone, it could also be the land's someone. I've had to work with spirits that needed to tell their story that were on the land before houses were built. And those are beautiful stories, like really beautiful, because the upset energy of them, their sad experience might still affect the energy of the home. I know you know what I mean. I should probably do a whole episode on that. Anyway, let's go. I'm just going back to sleep. I'm tired. Okay, have a rest well, people. Rest well.